Good evening. I know that we are nearing the end of our time here at Westhampton, so I hope I am not too late in introducing myself. My name is Luciana Reilly, and I am honored to be speaking before you tonight. As June 27th approaches, it seems like I am being forced to say goodbye to so many of the things that have made my experience at Westhampton so memorable. But tonight's not just about goodbye, it's about recognizing and celebrating the athletes that have represented and characterized the Westhampton Athletics Department these last 4 years. But before we get to that, I want to share with you one of my favorite memories while wearing the Westhampton jersey. Maybe it's the fact that school hasn't quite picked up yet, or that we end our games with sunsets hanging in the sky, but soccer season always marks my favorite part of the school year. My junior year was my first on varsity, and while I always give my best efforts, I'm not one of the team's key players. But what I love about the soccer team is that you don't have to be appreciated and respected. So, my junior year, I would often ask to play goalie in practice during our 7-on-7 scrimmages because it was usually the most involved I would be able to be. So, I became the self-proclaimed backup goalie, which was all fun and games until our starting goalie took a kick to the head before halftime against Rocky Point. The second she was taking off the field, I kicked myself for becoming the backup goalie as a way to have more fun in practice. So at a crucial point in the game, I went in. Because I started this anecdote by saying I was going to share one of my favorite memories, you will probably assume that we won that game. Well, we didn't. I let 2 goals and we lost. But by the way, my teammates and the parents congratulated me for how I played. You would have thought I secured the starting spot for myself. In fact, when senior night came around, I had my own highlight reel called Luciana goalie saves, which was edited with slow motion into the song Tick Tick Boom. And that's what's so special about the athletics community at Westhampton. We are able to celebrate our accomplishments where others may only see a loss. Westhampton teaches us how to measure our success in increments of effort and drive, not just by the end result. These are the lessons our parents wanted us to learn when they first signed us up for rec sports. We learned discipline when we showed up for the not-so-optional winter workouts or preseason games. We learned responsibility when we were forced to keep track of all of our equipment. And most importantly, we learned how to be uplifting and respectful teammates with our cleats on or off. And while to some, this may sound analogous to receiving a participation trophy, it cannot be ignored that these core values are what has led Westhampton to success time and time again. Tonight, we will hear about the varsity lacrosse and volleyball teams that were number 1 on Long Island and advanced to the state tournament. We have state champion tennis players in attendance. We have a basketball team that has won 2 county championships back-to-back. We have numerous athletes who will be competing at the collegiate level next year. The list just goes on. To have such a wide range of success across so many different sports proves it is not one-star athlete or one-star coach who keeps Westhampton athletics at the top. It is all of the players, parents, and coaches who believe in and perpetuate the values of leadership, sportsmanship, and integrity to remind us who we are and can be as athletes and people. As I finish my speech, my soccer cleats are collecting dust in my garage, just as they have been since October, and my softball bat is lying somewhere silently, not making the rattling noise that reveals it is not actually fit to be played with. And even though this may sound more bitter than sweet, they will always be proof of the fun I had playing sports with all of you. I may not feel ready to say goodbye, but I know that I am, because of who Westhampton has taught us all to be as athletes and individuals, has set us up for success for whatever path we are about to take. So thank you, Westhampton Athletics, for the memories and friendships, and for preparing me to take what I have learned with me next year.